Anna stood in front of the mirror, adjusting her dress and applying the final touches of makeup. Tonight was the neighbor's party, their usual way to escape everyday worries. She felt mixed emotions, excitement and anxiety. Looking at her husband Jake, who was sitting on the couch, scrolling through his phone, she called out to him, "Are you ready?" "Yes, just a minute," he replied absent-mindedly without looking away from the screen. While she waited, her thoughts returned to the past months when their relationship seemed tense. It seemed they lived in parallel worlds, together but not truly connected. To revive their feelings, they decided to open their relationship. But Anna doubted the rightness of this step. However, there was some invisible distance in him that troubled Anna and made her wonder what awaited them next. Anna couldn't ignore her irritation about Jack, but smiled, trying to brush it off. "Let's have fun tonight," she told herself. The party was lively, filled with laughter, music, and the clinking of glasses. Anna's heart raced as she chatted with the neighbors. Jack seemed detached. He sipped his drink and nodded in response to conversations, but didn't truly engage. As the evening went on, the atmosphere changed. The group of friends began joking about Jack, teasing his laid-back nature and lack of ambition. The comments were harmless, but Anna noticed how Jack clenched his jaw and balled his fists, trying to defuse the situation. Anna approached Jack and lightly nudged him in a playful tone. "Come on, stop being such a wimp. Sit in the corner and watch us have fun." As soon as the words left her lips, she saw Jack's face darken. "What did you say?" he asked quietly, with tension in his voice. Anna laughed, thinking he was just joking. "Oh, come on, don't take it seriously, it's just a joke." But Jack's face did not soften, and the tension in the air remained palpable, as if an invisible barrier had grown between them. Instead, his feelings stiffened, and Anna's stomach twisted with anxiety. "Maybe I should just leave," he muttered, and stood up abruptly. The laughter around them faded, tension rising. Anna's heart sank. "Wait, Jake, I was just joking," she called after him. He didn't turn back, leaving the room and her alone in confusion and shame. Later that night, Jake returned home, his silence enveloping the car like a thick fog. Anna stole glances at him, trying to gauge his mood. She wanted to mend things, but every time she opened her mouth, she hesitated. Finally, when the car stopped at the house, she broke the silence. "I'm really sorry, Jake. I didn't mean to upset you." He sighed heavily, running his hand through his hair. "It's not just about that comment, Anna. It's about everything," he said quietly, almost wearily. "What do you mean?" Anna asked, her heart pounding in her chest. "I thought open relationships would bring us closer, but in reality, I feel insecure." "You're exploring something new out there, and I'm here feeling worthless," he admitted, his voice filled with pain and uncertainty. He acknowledged his vulnerability, breaking through her defenses. Anna's heart tightened. She wanted freedom, but hadn't thought about how it would affect Jake. "I didn't want you to feel that way," Jake said. "I just thought we could find our way back to each other." Jake shook his head, disappointment on his face. "You don't understand. It's not just about us anymore. You're moving on, and I'm stuck here." Days turned into weeks, and the tension between them grew. Jake became increasingly withdrawn, spending a lot of time at work, avoiding conversations. Anna felt lost, trying to manage her desires while keeping her husband close. Everything seemed hopeless. The night came that changed everything. Jake returned late, smelling of whiskey and smoke. Anna's heart raced with anxiety and worry. "Where have you been?" she asked. He avoided her gaze, pouring himself a glass of water. "Just with colleagues," he replied. "Maybe I'm just tired of being the one who always understands," Jake snapped, unleashing his pent-up anger. His eyes finally met hers, filled with rage. "If you want to explore, fine. But don't expect me to sit and wait." The following weeks were a whirlwind of emotions. Anna felt the weight of Jake's absence as he seemed to disappear into his own world, neglecting their relationship. Jake immersed himself in his interests without her. During this turmoil, one evening Anna found herself at a local bar, seeking distraction. At the bar, she met Leo, a charming stranger with a light smile. He flirted, and for a moment, she felt the missing spark of interest. Diving deeper into the twists of this story, I invite you to join our storytelling community on Lauren's Story. If the plot has already captured you, click the subscribe button. Every new story is a front row seat to unforgettable journeys, stories that may resonate in your soul. Let's see how this story unfolds next. But when they exchanged numbers, a wave of guilt washed over her. She felt like she was betraying Jake. Day by day, Anna grew more distant from Jake, while her connection with Leo deepened. They met, and the chemistry between them was obvious. Every one of their laughs felt like a blow to Anna's heart. She saw only Jake before her, lonely and wounded, while she sought comfort in someone else's company. Finally, the moment of truth arrived. Anna invited Leo to her home, hoping their connection would help her heal and forget the pain. As they were about to kiss, Anna's phone rang. It was a message from Jake. "I'm done. I can't do this anymore." Panic gripped Anna. At that moment, she realized she had put everything on the line, and the situation was out of control. Anna pushed Leo away, her heart pounding wildly. "I have to go," she said, and hurried out of the apartment. Jake was packing his things at home. "What are you doing?" Anna gasped, overwhelmed with horror. Jake replied coldly, "I'm leaving. I can't stay and watch you destroy everything we've built. You wanted an open relationship, but all it did was tear us apart," he said, with coldness in his voice. "Don't go, we can fix everything, I need you," Anna begged, tears streaming down her face. He stopped, looking at her with sadness and anger. The following weeks passed in a fog of pain and regret. Anna tried to contact Jake, but he cut off all communication. Her heart was heavy, and every memory of their life together felt like salt in a fresh wound. Then came the day she found out he was seeing someone else. A mutual friend posted a photo of Jake with another woman. They were laughing, looking happy, which sharply contrasted with the sadness consuming Anna. That picture hit her like a blow to the stomach, igniting a fire of betrayal and anger in her soul. Anger boiled up, and for the first time since Jake left, she felt a surge of determination. She decided to meet him. If he could move on so easily, she would show him what he had lost. That evening, Anna carefully chose her outfit, trying to look her best for the upcoming meeting. She wore a form-fitting outfit that highlighted her best features. She knew where to find him. At the same bar where she first met Leo. Entering, her heart raced. She looked around and noticed Jake sitting at the bar with a new girl. "Jake," she called, her voice cutting through the laughter and music. They both turned around, and for a moment, the room fell silent. Jake's expression was a mix of shock and guilt. "Can I join you?" She smiled confidently, hiding her anxiety. She sat down next to him, the atmosphere filled with tension. "What are you doing here?" he asked cautiously. "I just wanted to see how you were," she replied, trying to sound casual. "You look happy." Jake exchanged a glance with the girl, who seemed uncertain. "What's your goal, Anna?" Irritation was audible in his voice. "You left me, disappeared when I needed you the most." Anna's voice rose, emotions boiling. "I thought we had something worth fighting for." "We did, but you wanted it yourself," he replied coldly, looking away. He opened the door, and everything began. The conversation heated up, drawing the attention of others in the bar. Anna felt braver, supported by the onlookers, and her desire to prove her strength. "You think you can just leave and forget me? I won't let that happen," Anna declared, determined and confident. Jake's girlfriend felt the tension and suggested leaving. But Jake stayed, not taking his eyes off Anna. "Do you really think you can burst into my life and I'll take you seriously?" Jake asked, his voice challenging. Anna stepped closer, not looking away, and replied, "I can be better than what you settled for. I've become stronger and learned from my mistakes." "Then prove it," Jake challenged, raising an eyebrow. "Show me that you are who I thought you were." The confrontation awakened something new in Anna. She threw herself into work, took on new tasks, and gained independence. She felt freedom and gradually began to forget the past. Months passed, and Anna moved forward step by step. Anna found herself at a new party surrounded by friends who lifted her spirits. She laughed and danced, enjoying the moment among familiar faces. Suddenly she noticed Jake in another part of the room, his gaze fixed on her. The wounds of the past still hurt, but they no longer controlled her future. Stepping outside, she whispered to herself, "I am enough," filling herself with a new sense of self. With renewed confidence, she moved forward, ready to embrace whatever the future would bring. Thank you for being with me on this journey through the complexities of human relationships. If this story touched you and stirred familiar emotions, I invite you to subscribe to Lauren's story. Your support helps us grow and tell new, exciting stories. We continue to share tales of betrayal, revenge, and resilience. Share this story with those who might find help or inspiration in it. This story is worth sharing with someone who might need it. Don't forget to like if you enjoyed this video. Together, let's continue exploring powerful stories that connect us all and make our lives brighter and deeper.